Okay, we are ready for step 4. We are going to select our egg and we are going to move it off of our work plane, and we are going to move our little piece of egg back on to the middle of the work plane. And we are going to start with our circuit assemblies. So we are going to click over here and we're going to go down to circuit assemblies. And what we need is we need a glow holder. So that is going to be this piece right here. We are going to drag that out onto the work plane. Okay, so we are going to notice that a submenu pops up with more info when the glow shape is selected. That is this right here. An important thing to note is that the scaling is locked. That means we can't make it bigger or smaller. Okay, this restriction is so real life products like our battery and our LED that I bought us will actually work. Okay, so it's going to fit our battery and it's going to fit into the glow cutout that we had in the bottom of the egg. So we are going to select. We already have our glow cutout selected. We're going to hold down the shift key and select our egg. And we are going to align them on the middle of the X and the Y. So I'm going to hit align to the middle of the X, align to the middle of the Y. Okay? And you will notice that if we shift this, the glow cutout is coming out of the bottom of the egg at this point. Okay, so now we need to move that glow cutout up to the top of the egg. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to click off, and I am just going to click the glow cutout. And we know that that's selected because it says glow. And I am going to grab my little ice cream cone. Looks like an upside down ice cream cone or a dunce cap or a cone or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to start moving it. And as you can see, as I'm moving it, that number is changing. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just move it to wherever you need it to be, or you can click in it and type in it, which is the way I usually go. And it needs to be 6.5. I'm going to hit enter. And you'll see that it now is at the top of the egg. So if I move it this way, you can no longer see that bottom of that glow assembly. I'm going to go back to the house and go on to our next step. And our next step is we are going to group them together. So we are going to draw our square around it. We know we have two shapes, and we are going to hit group. Okay, so basically what it did at that point is it turned our assembly white, just like our egg. You do notice that it has a plus in there. So when we put our battery in, we know that the positive goes on this side, the negative goes on the other side. And let's see where we're going to go. Rotate the newly shape so you can see that plus, and we are going to make that face us by picking this bottom double arrow, clicking in the 0 and typing 90, hit return. Yep, and that went the wrong way. So we know if we hit this again, now that is facing away from us, so we need to turn it 180 degrees, and now it's facing towards us. And that's it for step 4.